This is a Salvia Sirius blue sage. I started it from seed last year and it never bloomed, but it's blooming this year. Absolutely gorgeous. I like it. Well worth the seed. Well worth the wait. And it kind of looks great with this pink yarrow here. Look at the little white marks on the petals. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at this one. I am loving this Salvia farinacea. It is actually in the Lamiaceae family, or the mint family, which I'm surprised. Wonder if the leaves smell like mint. Nope, they smell like salvia. The word salvia is a Latin word which means to save or heal, referring to the fact that some salvia, not necessarily this one because I didn't research that, are used as medicine. And the name farinacea is a Latin word which means flour or meal. I'm a little confused by that. So the meal is referring to the powdery white hairs on the calyx, which is also the sepal, which is one of the kinds of petals. I'm assuming it's referring to those little white marks on those petals. And it said also on the stem, and it is extremely hard to get this to focus. But I do see, oh, I see an ant crawling on it. I do see a little bit of fuzz on the stem. But I'm assuming it's these little white marks that I spotted that is the reason it's called meal. It's also called Mealy blue sage or Mealycup sage, as well as Salvia Sirius blue sage, which was on my seed packet. So the word meal is not like an entire plate of food that we think of it as normally, but rather a powdery substance made by grinding, hence the synonym of the word flour to meal. And so the word Mealycup is a combination of the words mealy, referring to a powdery meal, and cup for the shape of the calyx. Does this look like... It's so small. Does that look like a cup? It's got a little bit of a cup to it, I guess. The cup part is behind the white, if I'm imagining it. Other than that, I don't really see a cup. I bought these from seed from Baker's Creek here in Missouri, and I planted them in 2023, and I didn't even hardly notice that they were growing, and they never bloomed in 2023, but here in 2024 they have bloomed, and they're just so delightful. I love the height of them. The height is about 12 to 16 inches. I almost wish they were a little taller to meet up with this new yarrow that's here, but they still look really great together. So deadheading the flowers apparently helps encourage them to bloom, which makes sense because my other salvias, I do that to them. This looks so different. I would never guess it's a salvia. So I might not have thought to do that. The leaves are apparently shiny, which makes this species different from other salvia that has a velvety dull leaf. And I'm not so sure I see the shine, but that's what they say. This is native to Mexico, and of course right next to Mexico is Texas, and they say it's also native in Oklahoma. Now, this plant is said to be a perennial and an annual. It's a perennial in zones 8 to 10, but in colder climates it's an annual. However, I am in 7A, which was 6B until last year, and this did not bloom the first year, but I didn't even notice it almost. Good thing I keep a flag down here so I know what it was, and it kept all winter, and it bloomed in 2024, and I like it a lot, and I hope it comes back year after year. I don't know if you can see this, but this particular one almost looks like a cup, and then it has, looking at these, a little fuzzy thing on top. They're very interesting, and they bloom from the bottom up. I like it.